Sucks that it happened this way.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Like, me personally, especially not being a Giants fan, I feel like this is being blown way out of proportion. And I think everyone's just crying over spilled milk because they're being little bitches. That's just my opinion.
And you're allowed. And I'm the Giants fan over here pissed. Because I'm a Eli Manning fan and I'm pissed.
So,
you know?
So then what you're telling me is that management is looking for a scapegoat.
Well, I've heard they want to draft a quarterback in the next draft. And that's just fine. If that's how we're going to say goodbye to Eli Manning, that is just fine. I just have issues with how they're playing this. And the fact that they're telling me that Geno Smith is a better quarterback than Eli Manning. And I got to think Mike says it because I listened to a rant of his earlier today about this. And Geno Smith literally has won 4 games in the last 4 years. Eli has lost more playoff games than Geno has won, period.
Okay, then answer me this. If Sunday comes and goes and Mr. Smith can't perform, who are they going to blame it on?
The rookie. Put the rookie in then. Put the rookie in. There's a rookie on the roster.
Are they going to try to blame Eli saying that he didn't do,
McAdoo better be fucking fired when this season's over.
Well,
and you know what? Jerry Reese, throw him out too. Throw both of them out. Get both of those fuckers out of here at this point. I'm done.
Why don't we get Sanchez back?
Hey, I got a message for Eli. Nationwide is on your side.
So let's move on to something a little more fun.
Damn, the chicken parm tastes good.
Let's go and have a little bit of fun, Sal.
Holy shit, this is a game.
Okay, all right. I got something else I want to play before we get into wrestling. So,
hey,
Sal,
maybe they'll pay us money.
Sal, the Saturday before Thanksgiving, something happened on. We don't play a lot of Saturday Night Live on here anymore because it's just not funny. It really SNL is not funny that much anymore.
No, they suck. Yep.
They don't play many things. But I like
unless
to think,
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, that's different. And Celebrity Jeopardy. I know we played that the last time they were on. But my point is, last Saturday, right before Thanksgiving, something happened that I have to share with the audience. If you didn't hear it, or you're out of the loop, or you just missed it, I'd like to play it. Because Chance the Rapper was the host. Chance the Rapper was the host. And he and a video started playing, a pre-tape video, looking like a Casey and JoJo music video. Which is fucking fantastic on its own right. And on the bottom of the screen it says, Devon Trey, song is called Come Back. I'd like to play the song, Sal. Can I play the song, Sal?
Okay.
Turn this up a little bit, have a little bit of fun here.
Sure.
This time of year, I get thankful, baby. Thankful for you. But now you're gone, and I don't know what to do. You were so intelligent, you were so strong. Waiting my whole life for you, so damn long. And I see I'm moving on, and I'm begging to come back home. And every night, I turn the TV on and cry. I cry. I say why? I feel like we're all gonna die. So come back around. Want you back somehow. I need you in my life. So come back around. Look at us, man. We didn't know just what we had. We lit 200 candles. Now things are looking bad. Like really bad, like we're bad, like New Year bad. Sweating through my damn skull. So come back around. I see your hang gliding, living your life. Dropping your daughter off at college with your wife. And y'all look so damn happy. And you deserve it, yeah. But I'm a selfish man. And I know there's other Democrats, more than just a few. But when I think of change, the only change I want is you. I can't help dreaming about you and Michelle. Don't leave us here alone. It's definitely too cold to be raining. I mean, I know you're busy with that live Chuck don't even got a dog, man. Just come back around. It's been a long time, Rock. Almost as long as since a guy talked over a record like this. And for real, why would you leave us? Well, because you had to. Because of the Constitution. But you can come back, right? Or you can't. Because that would undermine the very institutions that we barely hold on to as it is. I see. I guess we stuck with this dude for a while then. Maybe you can come back and make a speech. How much would that cost? For real? Oh no, we definitely can't afford that. So I'm just getting rained on for nothing. That's interesting. Well, you enjoy your retirement, homie. Come back around. Exchange you all so bad. Super baby. 2020's looking sad. Maybe Michelle can rub. Like really sad, like super sad. What the hell we gonna use that? Let's not put Michelle through that. Come back around. But if she wanted to, I won't put your body. And what about George Clooney? I mean, that dude was Batman. That'd be cool. You know what? I don't think the three of us have the firmest grasp on government. But hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
For those who didn't get the video, by the way, there were points where they literally had like a ridiculous amount of candles lit. They were literally in the rain. It felt like a Casey and JoJo video. I'm watching this thing. Absolutely amazing.
Did you see the skits of him doing the NHL stuff?
Yes, I did. That was fantastic. He was fantastic.
He did a really good job.
Have you heard that song for today, by the way?
No. So, has this reached the...
It went viral on Sunday, the day after. This shit went viral. So
there you go.
People were putting it up in snippets on Instagram just because it was that popular the day after.
So
I found it on like a celebrity's Instagram page in like the first minute. I didn't know there was a second minute to the song until today.
So, would you say this would be like a subtle hint?
You think?
To a person that is currently in the White House?
You think? You think?
I don't think so. No,
let's go. Let's move on. Let's move on.
All right.
It's no way confident Easter boy Ric Flair to come on here and say a thing or two. You all deserve this. Under the sea. Under the sea. Oh, get later.
But don't worry, you could have seen the commando.
And that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold said so. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. That's so ratchet.
How you doing?
Happy birthday, America! I'm the only one who blows my girl. My bad. Holla, holla, holla! I'll fade away and classify myself as obsolete. Stop! Listen! Because
I am Lance Catamaran.
By the way, while that video was playing, I'm on Snapchat, and Sadie just sent me a snap of him at Home Depot, and the hashtag was, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to fix this. Shit. Which is hysterical. So, Sal. Okay, we know how we were, for a while this year, we were playing clips, random old school clips of wrestlers.
Yes.
A random audio, just some fun stuff. Well, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. So this has to be played, doesn't it?
Okay.
Chestnuts roasting on
Yes. Yes.
So stupid.
Oh, thank you so much for bringing that back.
That's so stupid.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I have to play this today because it's the first Fitness show of our season, and I had to do it. All right, before we get into the news, I'm looking at the clock, and you do want to speed up a little bit. 30 for 30, Nature Boy. We didn't get hit to talk about it on the last show. Dad, what do you think of it?
Was well done. Very well done. There's some
it was
things
fantastic.
that came out that I didn't even know.
I really appreciate his sort of honesty.
Yeah. And when it got to Reed,
that was tough to watch.
It was
really tough to watch.
Watching him battle with the emotions again, and the promise that Ashley made to Reed kind of makes it full circle.
It does. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was well done. And by the way, we were talking about ESPN's issues earlier. How bad is it that they couldn't get commercial breaks lasted longer than like 65 seconds in the entire 90-minute show? Like, their commercial breaks were so fucking short. There was no point in even fast forwarding to them. They were so short. But no, it was a well-done documentary. I really thought, I liked the honesty. I also loved the storytelling with the animations. That made me laugh.
Yeah.
And made me wish that WWE television programs are that good, because like the awful shows they have on the network are not that good. The telling stories and animation.
The story on the airplane.
The airplane story, the therapist story was fantastic.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite stories of the entire documentary. No, I thought it was great. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, and as in-depth as it was.
Yeah.
And apparently there's like there's like another hour and a half to 2 hours of interviews that didn't make the cut. Like they interviewed wrestling journalists and things like that, and none of it made the cut. Like Jason Powell, friend of the show, and Wade Keller, and all them. They had interviewed for this, and none of them made the cut.
Well,
wow.
And then for Rick to come out too and basically kind of say that he made bad business investments and deals and decisions.
And Triple H was so blatantly honest too.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that, as he puts it, that doing what he loves doing has cost him
everything.
Yeah,
literally, almost.
Literally, yeah.
And I will say, well, we'll get into it later. It was nice to see Flair come back on television.
Yes.
For SmackDown. That was amazing.
Definitely.
Well, we'll get into Flair more later on when we get to later in the run sheet. But first of all, since we last left you, we had some things happen. And this story literally dropped a couple of hours after we were done recording our last show. Like, literally, you couldn't have. It was so ridiculous that this happened when it did. So go ahead.
WWE released James Ellsworth.
Yes, James Ellsworth no longer works in WWE.
Yay.
I will say something about James Ellsworth. I have to say something about him. Good for him. Because he had one hell of a year.
Yeah.
He went from the jobber to Braun Strowman to being in a ladder match against AJ Styles. What? What is that? Like, how does that happen?
To women's and Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah.
Well, now imagine what he can do on the indie circuit.
He's gonna make so much fucking money now. Like, it's not even funny how much money he's gonna make because of this. Dad, I know you weren't a big fan of Ellsworth, but you gotta give God credit. You gotta give the guy
I
credit.
give him credit for things that were done and accomplished when he was with WWE. And now that he's kind of like a free agent, so to speak.
Yes, that's what he is. That's usually what release means.
He could basically set his own price for appearances.
It won't shock me he just popped up at indie circuits every so often just because he's a WWE person now.
Oh, there you go.
So, we had this happen, but then everything kind of got marred at NXT TakeOver. We'll get into TakeOver in a minute, but we had an injury in the middle of the main event, Sal.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre has a potentially torn bicep and will be out until 2018.
Yeah, that came. I still don't have a confirmation on the injury, but Drew McIntyre did go on Twitter and say, "I feel bad for whoever is the champion in 2018." So that kind of confirms he won't be back,
right?
And probably not until the WrestleMania weekend show. And to take over New Orleans, he probably won't be back till then. I don't think he's going to make it to NXT TakeOver Philly. Honestly.
Well, that explains why the trainers were in the ring.
Yeah, that does explain a lot about the end of that match, that odd end of that match. And
do you think that he dropped the title because or was that still supposed to happen?
He was supposed to lose the title anyway. He was supposed to lose the title.
Oh, okay.
No matter what. He was supposed to lose the title, but he just happened to get hurt in the process. So, one of those things. You know? Well, we'll talk more about that.